Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make text exactly the same side regardless of how many characters are in the word, how you can make them exactly the same width. So let's open a new document. So the first thing we need to do is to create some guidelines, and to do that you need to use the headers and footers. So you can just double click at the top of your page. You'll see we're now in the headers and footers. If not, then you just go to Insert, Header and Footer, and just go to Edit Header. Once you're in here, go to Insert, Shapes, click on the line, hold down your Shift key and drag down, which means you'll get a perfect vertical line. And you can create another one, or you can copy and paste it. So Command or Control C, deselect. Make sure you deselect by clicking at the top, not in the middle, because it won't do anything. And then Command and Control V, and then you just need to move this. Now you don't need to be too careful about where you want to move it, you just need to be careful about how wide you want your letters. It doesn't matter if you want them this wide, it doesn't really matter. And you don't have to put them in the middle of your page, because I'm going to show you how to center it afterwards. So double click back in the center, and now you can see we've got these two lines, but because I put them in the headers and footers, they can't actually move. So anything that we do in here, these lines will stay exactly where they are, which is why I've put them in the headers and footers. So now go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. Again, don't worry too much about how wide it is or how big it is. So let's just type out our first word. I'm going to type out the word make, and then go to the Home tab, and then we can use Increase Font Size tool. We can just keep clicking. Now the reason it hasn't done anything is because you can see my cursor is flashing. Deselect the box, reselect it, you can see the cursor is no longer inside, and then you can go up to the Increase Font Size tool and just keep clicking. Now obviously we want to make this the width of these two lines, but we can't actually see them, because if I deselect, you can see we've got this black border line and a white background. So let's get rid of both of those. Just select the box again, go up to Shape Format, go to the outline tool here and select no outline, go to Shape Fill and select no fill. Now you can see that we can see both of the lines, and then we can go to Home again and we can continue to make. Now what you need to do is make sure you're on the correct font, because all fonts will create different size characters. So let's try this one. You can see that's slightly different, and if I click on a different one, you can see the difference it makes. So make sure you select your font first. So I'll select this one, and then we can just keep clicking until we make it roughly the size between those two lines. Let's just zoom in. Now you can see that it's way over. So then we can go down one by pressing Decrease Font Size. You can see it nearly fits at the side here, but there's a big gap here, and we're on 160. So let's change that to 165, and then we'll use our arrow key to move it over, as you can see here. So deselect, reselect it if it makes a clicking noise, and then we can just move that over, and you can see we're just over on this side here. So let's go to 164, and then once again deselect, reselect, and then let's just move that over. That's perfectly inside there. So now let's zoom out, and then we can copy and paste this box. The quickest way to do that is to select it, hold down the Alt or Option key on your keyboard, click and drag, and then deselect both of them and reselect this one. And then in here, we can begin to type again. Now for this one, you can do one of two things. You can create some space and you can increase the font size. So you can see in between these characters, we've only got one space. So I can put a space bar between each of these. Then I can also increase the font size. So go to the Home tab again, increase the font size. And then once again, we've gone beyond 210, which is too big, because you can see it's over the lines. Let's just zoom in slightly. So let's just decrease that to 205. Then let's use the arrow keys, deselect, reselect, Move that over. You can see it's just on the line there. So let's go to 204, press enter, and then let's move that over a little bit. Perfect. You can see this E here doesn't quite fit. So let's just go to 265. Sorry, 165. You can see that just about fits there. Perfect. Now I'm going to show you a way to make sure that these letters here are perfectly lined up as well in terms of the gaps between the words. So let's just zoom out. Let's copy and paste this again. And then to select it all, press Command or Control A. Now this word is a lot bigger, so I'm just going to decrease the font size using Decrease Font Size tool. So maybe I need to go a little bit higher to 125, press enter. No, that needs to go down to, let's try 121, deselect, oh, reselect it and just use those arrow keys to move it over. Maybe that needs to be 121, 122, sorry. You can do this if you want to change the font as well. So let's just copy and paste it again. And again, deselect, reselect, make the font sizes a bit bigger. I'd say we go to 135, press enter. That's too much. Let's go down to 133 and let's use our arrow keys again to move that over. Just a little bit too big. Let's go to 132. And then the final one, let's go to 142, press enter. Perfect. So let's zoom out. So you can see now all the words are exactly the same width. Now we want to space these out. Now if I try to use what I call the normal format for spacing, if I go to Shape Format, go to the Align tool, and normally I would use Distribute Vertically, which normally would give you an identical width between them. But if I deselect, you can see that that's not quite that accurate because there's wider ones here than perhaps up here. So the way to correct it properly is to go to Insert, go to Shape, create a square, click and draw out a square, and let's move the square down. Let's just change the borderline, no outline and shape color, make it something bright. Here we go. And what we need to do is just move that down, just make it line up with the letters. There we go. And pull that bottom one down, making sure that this is actually the correct height you want between your letters. Once you're happy, make a note of this up here if you want to, but let's just move that down to the next gap. There we go, we can put that one there and then click on the one below and let's just move that up and then move this one down. Again, let's move this one up. And then finally, okay, so all these words now are perfectly lined up. So let's select all of them by holding down your Command or Control key to select them all. Then go to Shape Format, go to Group and select Group. Now these are all one group. So let's double click at the top so we can get rid of these lines. Select them, press Delete. Select this one, press Delete, double click back in the center of the document. If you want to make sure this is completely aligned to the middle, go to Shape Format, make sure it's selected, go to Align, Align to Center, Align, Align to Middle. The only thing is you can see that the margin at the top here is smaller than the margin at the bottom here. So if you deselect, you can actually do the top and bottom one by eye. Move it down a bit if you wish to do so into the middle of your document. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.